So, I'm sure this guitar's popped up in at least a couple videos by now. I have no idea when this is going up. But yeah, if you see this, you've probably been wondering, well, what on earth is this thing? Let's talk about it. So this isn't my guitar. I got loaned it for, a few weeks. So this is a Dan Armstrong guitar. And it's made by Ampeg, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so you can see, like, immediately, the thing just kind of, attention grabbing, just that it's acrylic, so you can, you can see through it and everything, so that's pretty neat. Very different guitar, but to me, I think the coolest thing, here, I can try and show it off just a little bit more. You can see the back of it and everything, all the electronics are kind of, let's just kind of get a little close up. Yeah, you can see all the electronics and stuff, and, where the neck is bolted on. Here's just a quick look at the headstock for anyone that's interested. But yeah, to tell you the truth, I don't know that much about these guitars. But I think one of the coolest things is, check this out. When I opened up the case, I saw this thing in that little, whatever. I lost the word for it. But I saw this and I'm like, well, what's this doing in there? And I found out, the really cool thing about this guitar is that you could just rip out the pickup. Because if you do know, anything about guitars, you have to, like, there's lots of soldering and then all this crazy electronic stuff with having to swap out pickups. But with this guitar, all you really need to do is to just, I don't know what it's held in by, magnets or something, I don't know. But yeah, you could just rip out the pickup. And it's just kind of, yeah. But I think, I don't know, I'm just going off of the looks, but I'm assuming because this has the two pole pieces or whatever it is in this case, or, the two bars, I would assume this is more of a humbucker sound, and that's what it kind of sounds like. And then since this has the one bar, it's more of a single coil. So I know I played the humbucker really quick at the intro there, but here, let me just set this. Okay, so I'm going to put the humbucker back in. Turn up the volume. Let's just jam a little bit. So here's what that humbucker sounds like. So again, just a nice, big sound, right? Or again, I'm assuming this is a humbucker. I'm just kind of going off of, an educated guess here. And then this is, the single coil. And, I'm assuming it's single coil. Excuse me, I'm assuming that it's more of a single coil because, you can hear a bit of a hum, which is kind of typical of, that kind of thing. And I don't know how easy it is to kind of hear the difference, but to me this sounds just a bit more open. So again, you can kind of rewind and listen to the humbucker again and then bring it back forward and listen to the single coil. But yeah, this is a really interesting guitar. I've never played anything like this before. So it's just kind of fun to check out something new and mess around with it for the 2 weeks that, I had to jam on it. And I did use it live. You'll be seeing some clips, if you haven't already, of me playing this thing live. So yeah, really fun, something different. Oh, and one more thing. It is heavy. Thankfully, I'm used to, like, some heavier guitars because, I had a few Les Pauls. But still, playing this thing for like an hour or so, your back does start to hurt a little bit. So yeah, I think that's kind of everything to talk about with this guitar. Really unique, really interesting, really fun to play. I hope that I hope I hit everything there is to talk about with this guitar. And again, like I said earlier, I don't really know much about these, so if anyone has any kind of fun facts or kind of interesting little bits of information, just throw it down in the comments. Yeah. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for checking this thing out, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.